Yeah, hi, it's Sam Spring here, President and CEO of Kincora Copper, coming to you from our trundle operations in the core yard today, where the team's logging, core cutting and photography currently taking place for hole TRDD 030. Recently, we've made some pretty significant progress, and it's a pleasure to walk you through a little bit of that today, ahead of the one-to-one conference coming up at the end of February. Usual disclaimers, but also some photos of the team who are working away in the background. So Kincora, our ambition's clear. It's to become the leading pure-play porphyry explorer in Australia's foremost porphyry belt. We've got a team with an industry-leading track record who have found multiple Tier 1 copper porphyry projects, including in this belt. We're operating in a location that's a Tier 1 jurisdiction, both in terms of security of tenure, ESG considerations, but also geological prospectivity. We've got a series of targets that have got hallmarks to world-class neighbouring mines and deposits, and we've got catalysts, active systematic exploration ongoing, about 5.3 million Aussie in the bank at the end of December, with a market cap of about 14.5 million. But today's prices provide significant leverage to exploration success. So Kincora, we're operating in the Macquarie Arc, which is Australia's leading porphyry belt, a couple of hours west of Sydney in central west New South Wales. We've got a pipeline of projects. You can see here a number of world-class operations in this district. Cadia, Australia's largest gold mine; North Parkes, Australia's second biggest porphyry mine; Cal, the flagship operation of Evolution Mining, a world-class porphyry district. We're currently operating at our Trundle project, which is in the western rifted section of the North Parkes intrusive complex. The drilling currently taking place in hole 30 is at Trundle Park, southern part of that project, where we've extended a large mineral system to over 1.3 kilometres strike. And really the target here is a cluster of skarns and finger porphyries causative intrusions. And generally, when you find these in this district, they do occur in a cluster and they have very favourable grade. When you look at Kincora's recent activities, we've got a number of significant milestones. As you can see there, TRDD 22, 162 metres, pretty significant anomalous gold and copper, including 18 metres at 0.7 grams a tonne gold, with a little bit of copper. The next hole was even broader cumulative porphyry intervals in the wedge off hole 14. The next hole, hole 28, was the porphyry system was extended to surface. And then in the last hole that we've announced to market, we've only got assay results for the first interval, but 36 metres there of 0.65 gold with 0.29% copper, so about 1.17 gold equivalent, and awaiting some broader intervals in a second and third skarn horizon there, as you can see, about cumulatively 213 metres of skarn. So again, milestones supporting our concepts, de-risking the project, and I guess illustrating clear scale potential. To put this into perspective, at not dissimilar depths, Cadia last quarter mined 1.41 gold equivalent at an all-in sustaining margin of over 1,500 an ounce. So I guess not to make any direct comparisons to Cadia, but we quite often get asked, what do you need for grade in this district? And bulk mining operations certainly are highly profitable with not too far off grades of what we're seeing today. The latest hole, as mentioned, 29, the first interval there, 36 metres of 1.17 gold equivalency, with the second and third skarn intervals assay results to come. So I guess those milestones, improving hit ratios, where are these being generated from? Well, we've got a significantly improved geological understanding since operations commenced here for us back in April 2020. You can see there the previous Explorer search space was limited to about a 0.7 strike, relatively near surface. Through systematic drilling, we've been able to significantly advance the mineralised strike. Before hole 29, we expanded it to 0.9 kilometre strike in significant depths. You can see there a number of pretty meaningful intervals, particularly in light of what's economic significance in this belt. And then with most recent hole there, hole 29, that strike's extended to over 1.3 kilometres and extended down to almost 800 metres vertical depth. So we've confirmed a very large system, and I guess with better understanding of the controls, multiple phases of mineralisation, that's where the last few holes have been generating pretty significant results as we get a better handle of the controls of these system and vectors to the high-grade cores. As mentioned, assay results pending for the middle skarn and the lower skarn in hole 30. Some pretty favourable looking core there, particularly in light of assay results received so far for the upper skarn. What's the significance of skarns? Well, they generally can be a source of economic fluids in their own right, but they've been cooked up and sourced from hopefully a causative intrusion that potentially and generally is significantly larger. You can see there with Little Cadia, the ratio there was about 28:1 porphyry to skarn. So I guess we're using the skarn cumulative over 200 metres worth of intervals in 29 to suggest that there's a significant underlying system that's deposited those fluids, and the real prize is trying to find that causative porphyry intrusion. So catalysts, we're making progress here at Trundle. It's one of it's our flagship project, but one of a number of projects that we've got in this belt that we're actively working. As mentioned, currently on hole 30, an aircore program expected to kick off in the next month at Trundle. We've commenced a one-hole program at Nyngan with the second hole funded for under a cooperative funding program. We've only in the last month received further cooperative funding grants to undertake maiden drilling at our Nevertire and Jamalong projects. Fairholme, we've already completed 5 holes. Diamond core drilling, assay results and a review for that pending and expected shortly. Fairholme, those activities are also included under the cooperative funding program with the New South Wales Government. An aircore program there will kick off once we've completed aircore drilling at Trundle. And then there's a number of other projects in the pipeline, Cundumble, Trundle, where neighbour explorers are testing adjacent licences and potentially associated mineral systems. And then in Mongolia, we've completed some field work last year. Those results are pending, and we've got a commercial arrangement with Resilience Mining looking to realise value for Kincora shareholders there. So a very active program, multiple catalysts for shareholders. So with that, I guess I encourage you to participate in the one-to-one conference coming up. I'm more than happy to have calls outside of that, and certainly keep an eye on news flow. I guess it'd be remiss not to show a bit of core while we're out here. This is some pretty good looking sulphides, chalcopyrite with veining in the middle skarn that we're waiting for assay results for TRDD 029. So plenty of news flow to come in the pipeline. Thank you very much.